Top 5 rookies so far.
Can I go first, so you won't steal my answer?
Give your list. Yeah, I'll let you go first, Riff.
Thank you. So number
Even
one,
though you go first on every single time.
Literally every single time.
because that's the order. It
is
been that,
the
but then
order.
when you
It
see
is.
how
No, I change it up. You know, because
when you know you have the
you know
same
who I
answer
am?
as me.
I'm not gonna lie. It's either Riv goes first or you go first.
you know
9
what it
out
is.
of 10 times.
You know
Riv
what it
goes
is.
First.
I'm DJ Khaled, right? I like to produce.
Okay.
I like to produce and engineer it. So if it's like a Nets topic, I'll be like, okay, JC, yo, get this.
But
get
what
this
I've
first. If
noticed,
it's a Lakers topic, I'm like, yo, Drew, do your thing.
But what
you know?
I've noticed about you is it's like you have this telepathy where you think we have the same answer, you'll decide to go first and then say the exact thing I was gonna say. So then I'm sitting here like, okay, well, all right, I'm
So give your
here.
top 5.
All right, well,
top 5.
top 5 easily. Number 1, he's clear of everybody is
Yes,
Evan Mobley.
yes.
Like he's been as advertised. He's that defensive anchor. He can switch on anybody.
Yes.
He's been that rim protector, and he has a soft touch around. I wish he'd get a little bit more engaged on offense, but nonetheless, he's been a great rookie. Number 2, Chris Duarte for me.
Okay.
I feel like he's been phenomenal for them, especially with LeVert, TJ Warren being out. He's been spectacular. He's been doing his thing. And on top of that, he has a little bit of a bag to him. But he's
Definitely
24,
does.
so he should have that game
Fair.
into him. Number 3 is Scottie Barnes. Being on a competitive team who people were down on. I were pretty high on Toronto. I thought they would be competitive
Both of us.
and they would be good. He's been great while Pascal has been out, definitely. Number 4 right now, Josh Giddy. You know, those 2 games, definitely, especially that comeback against the Lakers, definitely puts him in the forefront, especially because this another guy I'm going to name. He hasn't been as efficient, and he's looked a little bit sloppy. And number 5, for me, Jalen Suggs. You know, I think Jalen Suggs, for the expectations and for what he's been in Orlando, he hasn't been the best, but he gives the effort nonetheless. He's been a solid defender, and he's been an okay playmaker. The efficiency is going to kick in. He's been fine, though, and I think he will be fine. So that's my 5.
All right, my 5. Pretty similar to Riv's, except I got a couple spots that are interchangeable. So number 1, 100% Evan Mobley. Both sides of the basketball, he's been fantastic. Top 5 in blocks in the NBA, averaging 2 per game. He has been, as advertised, 100%. Number 2 for me, I actually have Scottie Barnes. Scottie Barnes has been a solid ball player this far, and people question his offensive abilities, his scoring abilities, and he's put that to bed. He's averaging 17 points a game. Obviously, that's a little carried by that 27 that he put up against the Celtics, but he's been pretty consistent around that 17, 18 mark basically all season. Another thing that I'm impressed by is he leads all rookies in offensive rebounds. But at the same time, he also does lead all rookies in turnovers. So where he's given possessions, he's also taken a couple as well. So my number 3 guy is Chris Duarte. I'm a huge fan of Chris Duarte. Obviously, we all know I'm in on the Pacers. That being said, he's arguably the best scorer out of these rookies right now. Obviously, that's a wait and see on whether Jalen Green's going to improve this season. Cade Cunningham hasn't played a single minute yet, but Chris Duarte has been very impressive with shooting. Obviously, getting to the basket. We just need to see him get involved, playmaking a little bit more, and then we really can see him take that next leap. That's why I have him number 3, because really he's just been a scorer this far. So number 4 for me is Giddy. I mean, he's been pretty solid, truthfully. Two really great rookie games for sure. In a primetime game against the Lakers, I got to give him his credit. 18 points, correct? Or 19 points. 10 assists, and that 10 assists was a very impressive 10 assists as well. A costly turnover that I cannot excuse, but at the same time, he had overall a great game that you just cannot take away from him. And number 5 for me is Franz. And I was low on Franz, and I did not like that pick. I thought that they should have traded back, but at the same time, he's told me to shut up, truthfully. He's shooting over 50% from the field, shooting over 40% from 3. He's been a huge part of what Orlando has going on right now. And sure, Orlando doesn't have the record right now, but at the same time, they've been playing hard. And they've been competitive, and a good amount of their games are the only Knicks lost this season. So that's my 5, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, so my number 1 right now is Evan Mobley. He was my dark horse for to be a winner of the Rookie of the Year award. He's averaging 14, 9, and 2, playing great defense. Offensively, he's good, great rebounder. I like his game. Number 2 is a surprising one for me is Scottie Barnes. I didn't think that he would take off this early. He's had a couple really good games. He had a 25 and 13 game against Boston. On the season, he's averaging 17 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Defensively, he's good, and he's been everything as advertised as he's stepping in for Pascal Siakam. So even when Pascal comes back, he's definitely gonna be a part of the rotation. Number 3 is probably for me is Chris Duarte. He's leading all rookies in scoring. He's averaging 19, 5, and 2. His opening night, I think he had like 30 points. He is 24 years old, but I don't like. He's been amazing to me so far, leading all rookies in scoring. I personally didn't expect that to happen for him to be the leader. Yeah, he's getting with LeVert being down. Yeah, my number 4 is Josh Giddy, this guy's favorite player. He's averaging 11, 6, and 6. He has a really nice, well-rounded game. His shooting has surprised me. He's averaging. He's shooting 38% from the 3. Great facilitator. I think he can develop and be a really, really good player. And then my 5th is Jalen Green, averaging 14, 4, and 3. Obviously, he hasn't been that efficient. He's had a 30-point game against Boston, but I think he'll turn it around. I like Jalen Green's game. He's explosive, great shooter. Not a great shooter, but a good shooter. I think he's hit eight threes in the game as a rookie. In that game against Boston, efficiency is his problem, but as of right now, he's my 5th. He's rounding up my rookie list.
I don't think Jalen Green's 6'6".
You think he's shorter or
He
taller?
does look really shorter.
He looks smaller.
His bounce is crazy, though.
Yeah,
His field goal percentages.
I don't think he's 6'6".
Oh, yeah, no,
he's a lot
playing.
smaller.
Yesterday, he shot like 33%. He was like 4 for 16.
Number 1 for me is Jalen Green. And now
I was about to say, no way.
I was about to say he's gonna
I will say this though, for the Rockets fans watching, Jalen Green will be fine. You know,
100%.
Edwards
Yeah.
last year had a tough start efficiency wise, and I've said it that Jalen Green wasn't going to have the best rookie season. He's going to be up and down. He's a volume scorer. Number 1 for me is Scottie Barnes. He's averaging 17 and 8, second in points, second in rebounding. Yeah, he has the second most turnovers for rookies, but he's been tasked with the most responsibility, and he's shown more to his offensive game than I initially thought. I mean, mid-range jump shots, stepping into three-point jump shots, even though he's shooting 17% from there so far. He's been impressive to me, and I think Scottie Barnes has really showed out. Second, Evan Mobley. I think Evan Mobley is a monster. Evan Mobley is going to be an all-NBA player. There's no doubt about it, in my opinion. I think that Evan Mobley is going to be a fantastic player. He's meant so much for Cleveland, and because he's so great defensively, they have been able to play Laurie and Allen with him together on the floor. Yep. So that's why I think Evan Mobley is number 2. Number 3 is Josh Giddy, and I'm surprised you guys had Duarte over Giddy, because when he's
leading all rookies in scoring.
Josh Giddy, when a player,
You gotta remember who you're talking to.
when a player as good as Josh Giddy comes around,
Oh my God, he's gonna be so annoying with this.
Excuse me?
It's already annoying.
Listen.
So annoying.
Bro,
Listen
Zion
up.
just got here.
Chris Duarte leads all rookies in scoring, but Josh Giddy does everything. He rebounds, he assists, he's playing defense as well. He's taking care of the ball. He's shooting 45% from the field and 38% from 3. I'd rather the player that does a little bit of everything that can score as well than just to score. But
Score as well? Like Duarte? You sure? Right now?
I didn't say score as well, but can score as well.
I
Like
understand what he means,
as
like,
well.
on
Not
top of.
No, just,
score
4-point game, 7-point game.
I'm saying
I hear you.
score
Yeah.
as well. You know what I'm saying? As well. Not just as good. As well. It's difference. There's a difference. Number 4 for me is Chris Duarte. He's leading all rookies in scoring. Like you mentioned, he's 24, but Buddy Hield, as an older rookie, wasn't as good as Duarte is so far as a rookie. You know, so that age
Getting
thing.
a lot of backlash for his age.
Yeah, that age thing, he got a lot of backlash, but he's a very good player.
Mm-hmm.
But he's playing the most minutes of any rookie as well. He's playing 34 minutes per game? Like, he's playing a ton of minutes. He should get that much shots up. He should be scoring this much so far, at least. He's shooting 41% from the field and 42% from
He's
3.
got 13 right now.
Number 5 for me. This was tough because I have Franz Wagner written down here. And Wagner, he's not surprising me. I knew who he was. He's a role player, and that's what he
But
is.
50 and 40 is wild.
Yeah, but he's a role player.
He is.
He's a guy who's going to do a little bit of everything. And at the time of the draft, that's why he was my third-rated small forward. My small forwards were Scotty, Giddy, Franz, and Kuminga was 4. Franz is just a do-it-all guy. He is just a solid pro. I don't think he has this all-star potential. He's just a solid pro, and he's playing like it so far. But, man, I just have a tough time putting him over Davion Mitchell. I know Mitchell has not. I know Davion Mitchell has not been great offensively, but they call him off night for a reason. There's a reason Steph didn't want to take him one-on-one because he knew off night was going to make him have an off night.
I'm done.
And Davion Mitchell has just been phenomenal defensively, guarding Dame, guarding Donovan Mitchell. Man, at 5, it's a tie with Franz and Davion, I have to say.